Welcome all the students to the video lecture on the topic Meaning and Nature of Business Economics. In our earlier lecture, we discussed about the syllabus of business economics. After completing the discussion on the syllabus of business economics, now from this lecture onwards, I am going to start the discussion of our actual syllabus. We are going to discuss about the very first point of our syllabus of first unit, that is about meaning and nature of business economics. All the students who admitted in the BCom first year, they will learn the paper business economics as their compulsory paper. In their earlier classes, when the students were studying in 11th and 12th standard of commerce faculty, they studied the paper of economics. They learned what economics means. They learned various principles, various theories of economics. For example, the theory of utility, theory of demand, the definition of demand, elasticity, production. These are some theories, these are some principles of economics which all the students from their 12th standard, they studied these contents. Then again, we are going to discuss the same topic. Again, we are going to discuss the principles of economics in a business term. Means how the economics can be applicable to the business activities. How the theories of economics are applicable to the trade related activities that we will be learning in the subject business economics. When studying these, some of the principles of business economics, some of the theories of business economics, some of the concepts of business economics in earlier classes, that is in 11th and 12th standard, the level of understanding of you people was different. And now when you comes to the first year of degree program, your level of understanding is expected to change. So therefore we will learn the same concepts, same theories, same principles of economics which we learned in earlier classes with a different dimension, with some different approach, or with a broad approach we are going to learn the business economics. Now let us start our lecture on the topic business economics. First of all, we will discuss what the business economic means. Before discussion on the business economics, we should know what the economics is. What is the meaning of economics? As we know, the meaning of economics is very simple. The economics is the science which is related with the unlimited wants, limited resources, and alternative uses of resources. In economics, what we study, the economics is the subject which deals with the behavior of a human being. How a particular individual or human behaves in a particular situation. How a particular human being behaves in a particular situation, that we study in the subject economics. Economics is the science which is concerned with the choice and decisions. Economics is the science which is related with how to take the decision, how to take the decision when alternatives are available for the satisfaction of our wants or needs. Out of various choices, which choice is very suitable and which choice is very rational? That is what the subject matter of economics is related. Means rational choice. Economics is related with the rational choice, Economics is related with the rational decisions when various alternatives are available in front of a human being. So this is what the science which is related with human behavior. As we know, we studied in our 12th class, there are unlimited wants of human being. Human beings' wants cannot be counted in the numbers because unlimited wants they do possess. But in order to satisfy these all unlimited wants, the resources available with the human being or the resources available with the individual are limited. Means our wants are innumerable, means our wants are unlimited. We do demand, we do keep various expectations in our mind. As per our expectation, our wants increases. But in order to satisfy these wants, what resources available with us? In order to purchase various commodities, what amount is available with us? Thus, resources are limited. So, with the help of limited resources, how we can satisfy our maximum wants, how we can utilize these available limited resources in order to fulfill our optimum wants, our maximum wants. That is what the economics study or the subject matter of economics related. And then there are alternative use of resources. Means resources whichever are available, they can be utilized for alternative purpose. For example, purchasing a mobile phone or smartphone for attending lecture. It is our want. In order to purchase the mobile phone, money is resource, and that amount of money which are available with us, we can use this money for various purpose. For example, with the help of that money we can purchase mobile phone. With the help of money we can purchase other equipments or other equipments than mobile phone. We can purchase the book, we can purchase the books which are related with economics, or either we can purchase mobile phones with the help of that amount of money. So we can perform, we can we can use this resource money for various purposes apart from just purchasing the mobile. So therefore, how to take decision, how to take rational decision out of it, with the help of these limited resources, how we can or we are able to satisfy our unlimited wants. That is what the subject matter of economics is related with. After discussion of this economics, the definition or the meaning of economics, now we will come towards the concept of business economics. Business economics means application of economic principles to business decision is known as business economics. Business economics is emerging as a separate branch of economics. As in the earlier discussion, as in the earlier point I discussed, economics is the science which deals with human behavior. With the help of that human behavior, we can predict or we can ask the business relations. Therefore, we say here the economic principles which are applicable to the business decisions, the economic principles which will be used for the business decisions is known as business economics. For example, the theory of demand, theory of supply, theory of utility, theory of consumer surplus, theory of production, these all theories, theory of utility, how we use these theories in business, how we apply these theories while performing actual business or actual trade. That is what the subject matter of business economics is related with. For example, there are various concepts which are prevalent in economics. concept of demand, concept of supply, elasticity, savings, investment, various production factors, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, and the remuneration given to these factors of production like rent, principal, rent, wages, interest, and profit. These are the remunerations given to the factors of production. Means production function, demand function. These all demand prediction, demand forecasting. These all various markets, perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, means perfect and imperfect competition. These all are the concepts and principles which we can apply to the business decisions, and the decisions of the business, decisions related to the business, which we can take with the help of the knowledge of these all economic principles, economic theories, and economic concepts. That economics is known as business economics. In other words, in simple words, we can say the economics which is utilized for business decisions, the economics which is applicable for the business purpose, is known as business economics. There are some definitions of business economics given by some economists, some economic authors. The very first definition of the business economics here is about business economics is the integration of economic theory with business practice for the purpose of facilitating decision making and forward planning by management. It is the economics which integrates economic theory with business practice. Why it integrates economic theory with business practice? Selling a commodity in a market is business practice. Production of a commodity in the factory is the business practice. So how economic theory is helpful in the production, how economic is helpful in selling the commodities in the market. It is what the economic theory and business practice, the integration of economic theory and business practice is known as business economics. For what purpose the integration is needed? For the proper decision making about the business, for the proper planning and management of the business. This integration of business practice and economic theory is expected. That is what the nature of business economics is. What we will learn in this nature of business economics means we learn the integration, how we can integrate the economic theory in actual business practice for proper decision making, for proper planning, for proper management of the particular business. That is what the definition of business economics, which is mentioned by the first economics. Now the second definition of the business economics is about business economics consists of the use of economic model of thoughts, use of economic modes of thoughts to analyze the situation of the business, how economic modes of thoughts, how different theories of economics, different thoughts of economics can be utilized in the business situation, can be analyzed in the business situation. This is the second definition of business economics. After discussion on these two simple definitions of business economics, what we can conclude, or what the gist we can understand through these definitions of business economics is, the business economics is the science which is related with the business decisions. The integration of economic theory and economic practice for the management and planning of the business is known as business economics. Means, in other words, we can say the business economics, the knowledge of business economics which is utilized for the business purpose is known as business economics. This is the definition through which we can understand the nature of business economics. The businessman, while initiating the business, while starting the business, any entrepreneur, any businessman, he takes some basic decisions or important decisions before initiating the business. What decisions these are? What commodity? What are the questions which come in front of the entrepreneur or a businessman when he starts his new business? If a person wants to start a business, new business, what questions comes in his mind? The first question comes in his mind, which is about what to produce. Second important is about where to produce, what location we should select for the production of the commodities. The third question is about when to produce. Fourth question is about where to supply the produced commodities. What are the customers to whom I can supply this particular commodity? So these are the questions which raise in front of a trader or a businessman at the initial moment. In order to question, in order to answer these questions, in order to solve these questions, the principles of economics or the theory of economics will be helpful for the businessman to take this decision. The very first question is about what to produce. In order to get the answer, the businessman or the trader should make a survey of the market and to understand what are the needs, what are the demands of the customers, and what type of product or commodity does the people do need in the current scenario. Then through this market survey, through the study of this market, that particular trader or businessman came to the conclusion, or he will get the answer what to produce, whether produce mobile phone, laptop, TV, what commodity to produce, what are the needs of the people, what the people are demanding, that only we do produce in the market. For example, if some individual wants to produce, or if some tradesman or businessman came to a decision to produce a commodity, the next question in front of that particular businessman was about how to produce, what mode of production should be used. For example, if a businessman comes to the decision that he is or he will going to start a production of mobile phones, he will start the production of cellular phones. Then the second question, where the second question is how to produce. How to produce means what production model should be utilized for the production purpose. In order to get the answer of this question, how to produce, that particular businessman should be aware with the theories of economics, the theories of production. He should know the production function. He should know the production in the long run and production in the short run. Then only he can take a decision how to produce. Means what methodology of the production should be utilized, whether it should be labor intensive or whether it should be capital intensive. How much of capital available for starting the business, what amount of labor available in the market, in the economy for the starting of the business. These are the inputs which the individual, that businessman should collect and take the decisions how to produce. Then the third question arises, at what market these commodities should be supplied. So for understanding the market, the businessman should know the economic theories. he should know the economic principle. What type of commodity he is producing. For example, in our imaginary example, it is a mobile phone or cell phone. Whether the competitors are available in the market for the same mobile phone. So, what sort of competition exists in the market? How many companies are working over there in the market to supply the mobile phones? So these all analysis the businessman is expected to do while selling his produced commodities. So economic theory of market, he should be keeping in mind the knowledge of that economic theory, he can take the further decision. So in this way, the economic theories are used in business practices. And that particular subject matter of using economic theory in business practice is known as business economics. Just now, I explained this all definition with the help of some imaginary example of production of mobile. In short, business economics is a study of decision making process of business organization, and it is also the study of how the decisions can be made rational so that that businessman, that trader will reach the goal of maximum profit or profit maximization. In this lecture, I stop here and thank you for your patience listening.